It has been a long time since I have baked, which means it has also been a long time since I've done a baking for beginners video. I don't know why, I just kind of fell off of baking, wasn't making the time for it, wasn't really feeling like it, but I do enjoy it and I do want to do recipes here and there when I can and get back into it. And we're going to be doing something fairly simple today. I thought with Valentine's Day approaching, it might be kind of fun to do something themed along those lines. And I had put on my Instagram a couple of different options to have you help me decide what I should make. And you gave me a fairly easy one, which I appreciate, but it turns out that I'm going to be making two things, not that you chose, but one of the things you chose and then one kind of by default, you'll see. So the one you voted the most for was the Red Velvet Milkshakes. I haven't had a good milkshake in quite some time either, so this should be good. In the recipe for the milkshake, it called for 4 tablespoons of Red Velvet cake mix. And I thought, well, I don't want to get cake mix and only use 4 tablespoons of it. That seems wasteful. So I didn't really want to bake a full cake because I don't really need a cake. What am I going to do with that? So instead I'm going to make Red Velvet Cupcakes, and I've got chocolate icing to put on them, and I'm just using the box since that's what it called for the milkshake. And I'm hoping that removing those 4 tablespoons from it won't affect this recipe too much. Let's hope. Yes, I'm going to be using the excess to make, or what's left over to make the Red Velvet Cupcakes. And to make those, you just need 1 cup of water, 3 large eggs, and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. I've already preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I've lined my cupcake pan, which I'm hoping is a cupcake pan and not a muffin pan. Are they the same thing? Are they different? I never remember, but I'm using the pan that I have. And then you're gonna need a hand mixer to blend everything. And then they bake for 16 to 19 minutes. It says for 24 cupcakes. I think my pan is only 12, so I'll probably have to, 1, check on them, and 2, do 2 batches. So it says top with cream cheese frosting, but I'm not a fan of cream cheese frosting, so I'm just using regular chocolate frosting. So I'm gonna get the cupcakes going first, and then I will do the milkshake, because that says it only takes 7 minutes. But you know, Erin, it'll probably take at least double that for me, especially since I'm explaining it to you. But let's get going on the cupcakes, so then we can move on to the milkshake. It's a red velvet filled day. Having not made this before, I don't know if this is how the batter's supposed to look. It seems quite lumpy to me. So here's hoping it turns out okay. For these milkshakes, you're going to need 2 cups of vanilla ice cream, 4 tablespoons of the Red Velvet cake mix, as I had said, 1.5 cups of milk. It didn't specify which kind, but I got whole milk, figuring that would be better for the milkshakes. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of hot fudge sauce warmed. All I could find was hot fudge topping, which I think is the same as hot fudge sauce, so let's hope so. And then some sprinkles of your choosing. I just got some Valentine ones. The first thing we're gonna do is melt the chocolate, put the sprinkles on our plate, and then I don't have milkshake glasses, so I'm just using these ones that I have, and then we're gonna put the rim of this in the chocolate and then the sprinkles. I found doing those glasses much more challenging than I was originally expecting. I tried to use their method and wasn't really working. The sprinkles just kept coming off. It was looking messy. I didn't like it. So I found that the better method for me was to take a brush and brush the chocolate on and then place the sprinkles, which worked a little bit better, but still not perfect and definitely not like their picture. Maybe I just need practice, but That was tougher than I was expecting. And then they had me melt way too much chocolate. Granted, maybe I'm supposed to make more than 4 glasses, but that was way too much chocolate for these 4 glasses. And maybe I was supposed to put more, but it seems like you're not gonna eat all the chocolate while you're drinking the milkshake, so I don't know. That seemed a little bit too much and too wasteful to me, but that's that part of it so far. My first batch of cupcakes have finished. I've let them cool for a few, so I'm gonna put the second batch in now before I get started on the milkshake part. All right, time to add our milkshake ingredients. I have not used this blender in years, so let's hope it works. Otherwise, this is gonna be quite challenging. Here goes. Let's hope this works. I don't know. Is that good? I don't know. It says blend until smooth. Are you smooth? I guess. It looks like. Okay. Well then, time to pour. Oh, not smooth. There's lumps on the bottom now. Let's try this again. Okay, the Red Velvet milkshakes are done, so it's the moment of truth. Let's hope that they're delicious. Well, good news, at least in this one, there's no clumps or anything. It's nice and smooth. I'm not really getting much red velvet flavor though. Maybe a hint, but I think that was more to add the pink color to it than anything. But it just tastes like a vanilla milkshake to me. But it is tasty, and I haven't had anything since breakfast. It's about 5 o'clock, so I am very hungry. So this is hitting the spot. Delicious. I would make it again. I don't know if I would do the rim. I think that's more for decorative effect, but it does make it quite messy. While it looks nice and decorative and festive, it's messy and not the easiest thing that I'm going to be able to eat it off the glass or anything. So if I was to make these again, I think I would just go with the straight milkshake and not do the fancy rim. And now I've got to do a bit of cleanup. But as the cupcakes cool, I will decorate them and share that with you as well. But if you're looking for a quick, easy, festive recipe for Valentine's Day, I recommend this one. Cupcakes are done, so now to see how these turned out. Hopefully it's delicious. And it's a dessert before dinner. Oh no, kind of stuck to the wrapper. I knew I should have sprayed the wrappers, oh well. But it's definitely a dessert before dinner kind of day, because I had the milkshake earlier, now having this, and haven't had my dinner yet. I'm glad I added the icing to it because I haven't had that much red velvet in my life, but these particular cupcakes are not very sweet. So the icing adds a little bit of sweetness to it, which is nice. They're good. As I said, I mainly made them to use up the mix and not be wasteful, but I don't think it's something that I would seek out to make all of the time. There you go, that's my latest baking for beginners. It was quite beginner this time around, yet I still had my struggles, as I often do. Let me know what you would like to see me bake next, and I will see you soon in another video.